Hey there. So I thought I'd go over the comic books I got in for this week. It's a light week, so let's just get right into it. First off, we have issue 160 of Batman, and so this is part 3 of Hush 2. We've gotten news now that they're going to skip a month, that the next issue of this won't be till July, and so that'll be part 4 of this 6-part story. And so my conspiracy theory around this book was that we were getting a new Batman #1 in September in case Hush 2 fell behind and they could still come out with a monthly Batman book. Looks like that's going to be the case here because then if they're missing a month with this book, it's not going to be wrapped up in time for September. So next up, we've got Justice League Unlimited #7. This is part 5 of the We Are Yesterday crossover story. And so this is a story with the Legion of Doom that, is going back and forth between Justice League Unlimited and World's Finest. So yeah, been really good. I'm really liking this crossover. Again, I like both of these books written by Mark Waid. Then we have Star Trek Lore War. And so this is Shax's worst day. And again, this is sort of a takeoff of the special we got during the Day of Blood story, which was Shax's best day. So yeah, this is, I think there's only one more part to this crossover story after this. And again, this is going between the Star Trek and the Star Trek Defiant books that IDW are doing. And again, it's been a pretty good crossover. Been a good story about Lore, Data's brother kind of taking over and rewriting the universe. Then we have Epitaphs from the Abyss, and so this is from the EC line from Oni. And this is issue 11, so yeah, just one more to go on this. Again, if you're a fan of the old EC stuff, definitely check these out. These are all new comics. These aren't reprints. But this is like new creators who you could tell have been wanting to write like EC stories their whole life. So yeah, if you're a fan of the old school EC, definitely pick these up. It's a good time. And that's it for the new comics I got in for this week. The other things I got in were a couple catalogs. So I got the IDW catalog and the Marvel catalog. And since it was such a light week, I thought I'd kind of flip through the catalogs too, see if there's anything good in here. So it looks like we have a new Ninja Turtles book. So we're getting Shredder #1. I'm not sure if this is a one-shot or if this is an ongoing, but we're getting a lot of Turtles books right now. And so yeah, then we've got issue 12 of the regular series here. And again, I'm so ridiculously behind on Turtles. I haven't even started reading the Jason Aaron run yet. But everyone goes on about how good it is, so I need to get caught up. And we got some more Turtles books. Oh, so it looks like they're reprinting the... What is this? I think this was the second Mirage run, maybe? So yeah, so they're calling it TMNT Journeys #1 here. So... Oh, so actually this says this is the 4th volume from Mirage. I always thought it was the 2nd. So yeah, I must have missed some stuff there. Then we've got a Nightwatcher collection. Then we got all the Turtle collections. We've got a Voyager book. Strange New Worlds. I assume that's a miniseries. Yeah, I'll probably check this out, though. I like Strange New Worlds, and I think it's about to start up again. Hopefully this is out around the time of the new season. Then we've got a Red Shirts series here they're doing. We've got the guy getting zapped here because, Red Shirts never came back to the ship. I've got the new issue of Star Trek Lower Decks. Again, I'm really liking that. Kind of my only way to get my fix since the show's over. Then it looks like we've got an Event Horizon miniseries based on the movie from the 90s. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Then we got Beneath the Trees. Blood Honey, we've got some more Godzilla stuff. We've got a few different Godzilla. Looks like we're getting a book with Jet Jaguar in it. Mothra. More Godzilla. Got some Sonic books. Looks like it's the 30th anniversary of Chaotix. I'm not sure what that is. I don't really follow Sonic that closely. Monster High. So, here's Monster High, My Little Pony, a lot of the licensed stuff in here. And then we got this special Spoops, the Little Spirits of Halloween Looks like it might be like a more all ages kind of friendly thing. And that's like a hardcover coming out. Ironheart. Looks like a new graphic novel. And then we've got this thing here called Alien Books. It says Alien Books has landed at IDW. So it looks like it's some of the Valiant titles. So we've got Bloodshot and Tales of the Shadow Man. So yeah, it looks like we got some Valiant books coming to IDW, or like they're printing them for them or putting them out or something. I'm not sure. I don't follow Valiant that closely. I have a friend that does, but I never got into it really back in the day unless there was like a really good artist on the book. And like the more recent stuff I've tried to order with Valiant ends up getting canceled. Like I think even their free comic book day special got canceled this year, which who does that? Then we've got the Marvel catalog. So right here on the cover, looks like we've got a new book from Ryan North and Ed McGuinness. So this is Marvel All-on-One, sort of a takeoff of the old Marvel 2-in-1, which was the Thing's crossover series. And so it looks like we've got Thing versus the Marvel Universe. So they've done a couple of those books over the years. I'm not sure what the Thing story will really be. Looks like we've got some new Age of Apocalypse story here with X-Men. Yeah, so here's more of the Marvel All-on-One. It looks like it's a one-shot. It says it's told all in splash pages. So I'm not sure what kind of great storytelling you're going to get from that. We got some preview pages here. They're just black and white. They look pretty good. I hope that's showing up. Then we've got a new Thor #1 from Al Ewing. So yeah, I think the Immortal Thor is wrapping up, and this is like the new series they're doing. Looks like we're getting a new Black Cat #1. I like the series from a couple years ago they did. That was pretty good. We've got a new Ghost Spider #1. We're continuing Godzilla Destroys Marvel Universe. Fantastic Four #2. Again, the new series that's still written by Ryan North, but Humberto Ramos is drawing. Got Captain America #2. Venom Black, White, and Blood #1. Again, Venom probably a really good character for that treatment. It looks like we've got a Mark Bagley cover here. So yeah, so if you're not familiar, this is pretty much like a series of short stories. And so it's black and white, and then the only color in it is red. And so it looks like we got some more of the Bring on the Bad Guys books. So we've got a Red Skull #1. And then what do we have? And then we have Dormammu and Mephisto. Again, the Lee Bermejo covers are kind of why I would get those. Then we've got the next issue of Marvel Knights World to Come. I'm not really sure what they're doing with this. I'm not sure if they're bringing back the Marvel Knights line or like maybe the continuity. I'm not sure where they're going with that. Then we've got Imperial War, Imperial. Looks like we've got a Uncle Scrooge book called Earth's Mightiest Duck #104. So it looks like a miniseries. It's written by Jason Aaron. It says the artist is classified. Is it classified, or do they just not have someone lined up yet? So, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Again, could be a cool book. I feel like, did Jason Aaron do the Uncle Scrooge one-shot a while back? He might have. Might be a continuation of that. Looks like we've still got some One World Under Doom going on here. Avengers. X-Men. Oh, so we're getting a red band black and white of Wolverine Revenge. Again, I wasn't too impressed with the first issue of that. You can look back on the channel and kind of watch my review of that one. But again, it might be nice to see the art in black and white on that one. Then we have this Wolverine by Chris Claremont #1. So yeah, it looks like it's a reprint of a story. So it says Marvel Paragon Collection, Chris Claremont Wolverine #1. Yeah, not sure what that story is, but that's kind of interesting. Then we got Marvel Rivals, we got Thunderbolts, Jeff the Landshark, Wolverine and Deadpool, Spider-Girl. Kind of getting into the Spider-Man section here now. With Miles and Carnage and Venom and everybody. Spider-Verse versus Venomverse. Looks like we've got the mech from the Japanese Spider-Man there. Got some of the Ultimate books here. I've been reading these on Marvel Unlimited. I haven't been picking them up. It's just sort of like another line to buy right now. But it's been kind of hit or miss for me. Again, I'm kind of old man with this too, because I read the original Ultimate Line back in the day. Like, I bought all of those books, and I, enjoyed them all. So I was kind of upset we weren't getting that back. I'm starting to like it more as I read it. But again, I'm not really picking up any of these books at this point. Then we've got the X-Men section here. Looks like Magic and Uncanny. Almost a Hildebrandt looking cover here on Storm. Cover by Mateus Manhani. I don't know, I'm probably not saying that right. But yeah, interesting cover. Real kind of Hildebrandt look, since the other brother passed away not too long ago now. More X-Men books. So many spin-offs with the X-Men. Yeah, now we're getting into Wolverine. Okay, so we've got the next Fantastic Four facsimile edition, so that's number 8. If you've been following these videos, I've been picking these up. Sometimes it's the only Marvel thing I get for the month. So yeah, I've been getting the regular and the foil cover of that. They've also been doing X-Men's, Phoenix Saga facsimile reprints. And it looks like we're getting a facsimile of Civil War #1. I think Mark Millar just said the other day, too, that, like, his original Civil War is, like, the best-selling graphic novel Marvel's ever had. So we've got Deadpool stuff. Death of the Silver Surfer #3. I haven't picked this up, but I am kind of interested in that. I might read it online and see how it is. We've got some more Fantastic Four books. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Marvel went for years without having any kind of Fantastic Four book on the shelves because of legal issues and rights and things. Now we've got the monthly. We got reprints coming. We've got this Fantastic Four fanfare miniseries. We've got a new Thing miniseries. So yeah, a lot of stuff, and of course the movie's coming up. So that's the real reason, but. It's just surprising seeing the flip on that. So we've got New Champions, Incredible Hulk, Daredevil 24, nice John Romita Jr. cover there. I really like John Romita Jr. on Daredevil. He's probably one of my favorite Daredevil artists. Got West Coast Avengers, Wolverine. So we've got another issue of the Predator, Black, White, and Blood. Again, this will be like the Venom series we talked about earlier, where it's an anthology of different stories. Where red is the only color. Then we have this Predator Kills the Marvel Universe #1. This one I'm kind of interested in. So it looks like it's a 5-part series. Got a foil variant and different things. Again, anything Predator I really want to see in sort of the red band format Marvel's been doing. I'm looking for something that's pretty violent. So then we've got Star Wars here. We've got a Dr. Aphra book and then the main Star Wars title. Jedi Knights. This was a book I was looking into getting, but something weird was going on with the pre-orders, and I couldn't get the first issue, and I just kind of forgot about it after that, to be honest. So yeah, I know, there's still distribution things going on in the industry right now, but yeah, that's something that kind of bums me out. That's, and again, I might be able to go back and pick it up, but I just haven't really thought about it. Then we've got, kind of going into the collections section here. So it looks like we're getting a Marvel Premiere collection of Old Man Logan, again by Mark Millar and Steve McNiven. A great story. If you haven't read it before, I read it as it was coming out. But yeah, good time. So what we got? Avengers and Alpha Flight omnibuses, Omnibuy coming out. Deadpool and X-Force. Amazing Spider-Man Brand New Day Omnibus Volume 2. Looks like we're getting some art of the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out. I've got some of the Marvel books of the artwork of the movies that are pretty nice, so that could be cool. And it looks like they're coming out with like a poster book too for the movie. Then we get into the perennial Marvel Masterworks. Looks like we got volume 27 of The Amazing Spider-Man here. Then we've got, so this is collecting the Godzilla Versus series they've been doing, sort of the one-shots. So look, this is Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe trade paperback. And so this collects Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, Hulk, Spider-Man, X-Men, Avengers, and Godzilla versus Thor. So yeah, if you missed out on any of those specials, here they are in one book for you. Looks like we've got Volume 2 of Ultimates, the new current Ultimates series, and then Volume 3 of Ultimate Spider-Man. And looks like we're getting a collection of the Predator vs. Spider-Man book. Somebody online was saying too, this is like way more violent than they thought it would be for a Spider-Man book, so that kind of got my interest. Looks like we've got Volume 5 of Immortal Thor, Volume 1 of the Eddie Brock Carnage book, the new series. Then we've got this Star Wars Collection Legacy of Vader, Reign of Kylo Ren trade. So we got Cable, Love and Chrome, and then Rogue Savage Land. I think this is the newer stuff? Yeah, so this is the Rogue Savage Land miniseries they just did, and then a couple issues of Uncanny X-Men. I assume, you know, the original version of that. Then we've got Annihilation. Again, probably my favorite Marvel crossover they've done in the last 20 years or so. So yeah, this is Volume 2 in the Annihilation Modern Era Epic Collections. So, but yeah, so it looks like this collects the Annihilation series and then some of the spin-off books. Then we got Captain America Modern Era Epic Collection, so it looks like we got some of the Bucky Cap, Ed Brubaker stuff in there. And again, some art by Butch Geist, who just passed away too, so really good art from him in there. Carnage collection, this was the Clayton Crane stuff, which I really liked. And then we got Spider-Man, looks like we got OG Ghost Rider Epic Collection, Guardians of the Galaxy 90s collection. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale Hulk. So I think this is so this collects the Hulk Gray 1 through 6. Again, one of the color specials that Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale did, which were really good. I'm not sure why they're not calling it Hulk Gray on the cover here, but it is what it is. And then we've got the Howard the Duck. And it looks like we've got a new printing of some of the Age of Apocalypse stuff, probably because they're doing the new version now. And then we've got a collection of the one of the new Predator series. And here's the posters they've got on sale this month. Usually there's a blank one in here because they don't have the art done yet or anything, but looks like they've got them all here this time. Then we've got, here's the kind of the checklist of everything coming out in the catalog. If there was something you're looking for, it's there. So yeah, so that's everything I got in this week. Again, pretty light week, but, I thought we'd go through the catalogs too, since I don't really do that on here. But yeah, did you get anything good this week? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter/X @Detective651. Also on Instagram @Detective651. Be sure to check out my t-shirt store at tpublic.com/user/Detective651. I've got a lot of nerdy designs on there, and there's sales all the time, so check it out frequently.